Uh-oh. Problemo. Is it showing up on the stream? It is not showing up on the stream. Oh. Uh-oh. Stream Ninja's having a moment. Please hold. Okay. Will it work this time? Hang on. Let me give it a boop. Uh-oh. It's not working. It's not working. Hold up. Hold up. Stream Ninja. Alright. Turn you off. Turn you back on. Ah, there we go. I had to turn it off and turn it on. My apologies, chat. Let me pull up the tab so I can get the actual messages you guys sent. But yeah, Johnny Kill said no need to fear. Mouse is now here. Fantastic. Let's go into Grynus. Hello there. Hello. Gromnash. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Setch. Hi, all. Shagoon. Local dragon loses multiple days pondering the lack of connection on his orb in Ward 11. Yeah. Oh my God. I cannot begin to describe the feeling of contempt I have at how stupid some people are. He's back and he brought the milk. Also, hi, Setch. Hi, Slothimus. Welcome, Abysmal. Setch, you're 72 and a minute late. That means you're the biggest gay. Oh, well, fuck. It's too late then. Go on without me. I'll stay here and die. Right. Yeah, chat. To start the stream, obviously, it took me a bit, but I was finally able to, get the Google Docs to work on the fucking mobile hotspot connection. My God, that was an absolute disaster. So let's see. Where do I want to do a couple previews? Because I like doing the previews. Okay. Oh, man, I see some of them. There we go. Fix those. All right. Let us pull this over here. Fantastic. And let us begin. The mobile hotspot worked, making it all barely functional. Yeah, ain't that the fucking truth? All right. At first it seemed like she was going to respond, but then she simply closed her mouth and continued to follow behind him. At the same time, Michael watched as Cross began to draw his right hand up to his side and start scratching again, even grumbling as he did so. What could possibly be the cause of all that itchiness to begin with? Didn't even stop with his side either, as the corpse wolf brought up his other hand and started scratching at his cheek as well with a frustrated huff. The journey continued like that for a long while before the trio came to a small pond, one tree hanging over it while the others formed a clearing around as if standing in witness. Cross slowly moved over to the lone tree and carefully leaned against it for a time before he gently slipped his legs down into the pond to sit at the edge. I wasn't expecting company. I don't have a lot here, so make yourself comfortable, wherever you wish. As he spoke, he slowly leaned over and slipped his hand directly through the soil before pulling a trash bag out of it. He then carefully undid the knot on it and withdrew his satchel. I keep some things to repair clothing. It's rather difficult to come by such necessities. Hard to get them when you can't show yourself a risk of the shroud. The shroud? What's that? The woman asked as she stepped into the clearing, looking around and finding a log to sit atop of. Michael, meanwhile, looked about and scanned through the trees. So this is where you go, eh? There was a matter a few eves back. You know about that. Oh, I was there at the campsite. I tore the man apart. Cross's voice didn't raise or sound alarmed. Instead, he took out the sewing kit from the satchel and started to carefully thread the needle. Michael turned and raised a brow at him before he could speak up. Whoops. Yet, before he could speak up, the gangrel continued. He was testing the most effective mixture, a cocktail for his Molotov. He had burnt a few of the trees around already, so I tore him open. Didn't know how best to dispose of the chemicals, so I reinforced his campfire and carefully fed the chemicals to the flames. And then let the fire die away, tore up the tent as if a wild animal had gotten him, and pulled his body beneath the soil to give his life back to it. At first, the woman seemed to be annoyed that she was ignored, but upon hearing his words, she tensed up and held firmly to the sword's grip, ready to draw it again if need be. Michael, meanwhile, tilted his head and stepped past the log she sat on and closer towards the gangrel. So you just decided then and there he'd be guilty and killed him? Well, he certainly wasn't innocent. I may not know the full story of what he was planning, but such callous disregard. He didn't even have a fire extinguisher should the blaze have gone out of control. Cross grumbled some and then sighed a little as he got the thread through the eye of the needle, and then took off his hooded coat and began to work at repairs. Ooh. I'd finished the first draft of my pulpish sci-fi story. I'm in the middle of rereading it and adding / cutting bits and parts. Fantastic. As he took off his coat and more of the twisted humanity was shown, the woman gave a gasp and then tensely grabbed the sword handle once more. This made Michael and Cross turn to look at her before the latter nodded his head and sighed. I told you. You think following her is the crazy part. We live in a world of wonder and absurdity. I am walking proof of it and must maintain the shroud. Normal people are not ready to see such horrors. Which brings me to you. What is your name and story? My name is Sarah. Sarah Amano. Well, a fair eve to you, Sarah Amano. I knew a Sarah back on the west coast. Helped her break the chains binding her. Hope she finds her way. Please, though, I am interested to hear your tale and will give you one in kind. Michael raised an eyebrow at the statement, but didn't choose to press the issue, and instead began to settle in and listen. The night was old and the dawn was coming soon, but there was perhaps time for a few tales before the corpse wolf would need to hide away. I don't know where to start. Well, why don't you just start with what brought you to the factory this eve? Why are you trying to fight monsters? Cross finished mending the white coat and carefully began to put it on once more, letting his lone wolf ear wiggle through the torn opening and carefully balling his clawed hands into a fist so he could work them through the armholes. Well, that was a tough sentence to get through. Not for the sentence sake, but for me reading it. I had set up cameras at my grandparents' place. When my father went missing, when he left my mother and I, she moved us in with them. They helped to raise me here. Both used to work for a restaurant over in the capital. Cross gave a nod of his head as he listened. The story was fragmented, jumped to different points, added in details, but such was how things went. Michael as well picked up on the bits and pieces and chose to remain silent as he watched the two of them converse. I grew up always knowing them as true family. My mother tried, but she didn't have the skills necessary to provide for me alone. And so my grandparents would teach me, raise me, punish me when I misbehaved. Sarah stopped talking for a time, a soft sob escaping her as Cross raised a hand, as she raised a hand to her face. The fuck? Yeah, fix that. Michael was going to wait, but the corpse wolf instead spoke up. Memories are hard. The ones you least expect are the ones that can haunt us the most. For you, the idea they will no longer be there to give you guidance, to bring down punishment when you stray and falter, to help show you the path you must walk. We each have our own path we walk in life, and though it seems we must do so alone, I only ask that you lift your head from where you walk and see the others walking their own near you. No one need walk all alone. Even if the paths aren't shared, if only for the briefest time, you can reach out a hand to those that walk nearby. Michael turned his gaze to regard the mongrel for a time. He didn't want to admit it, but he was ruminating on those words, as if chewing them and letting them digest. Sarah also rubbed at her eyes, and looked to the corpse wolf and gave a nod of her head. I am sorry. You don't need to be. I can gather where the story goes, but not how it gets there. Perhaps I'll share a tale first, and you can give yours when you feel like it. Cross then took a deep breath, not from need, but as if to center himself. He then carefully dipped his hands in the water and began to draw it over his head before lightly scrubbing at the matted fur. Our tale unfolds on a quiet and calm night. A man of German descent and upbringing, with an accent so thick it would be hard to mistake for anything else, came to a city along the coastline. That's why I'll hold that one, because that actually goes into the tale of the Ritter. Alright, let's jump ahead to another preview. Where do we want to go with the next preview? Ooh, let's do the introduction to Victoria Vink, shall we? Yeah. Yeah. The chapter is appropriately named To Deny Control of the Beast. A message was left for her at the computer, yet she already knew what it would say. Her fingers tapped at the desk as she furrowed her brow and mumbled a little to herself. Fucking idiots. We're baiting the lupine in to deal with those fucking pricks. Of course one would eventually... She stopped talking and simply covered her face with a hand. She wore a well-kept business suit in a dark purple hue which matched the color of her iris. Her black hair was pulled back into a bun with a few strands strategically left to fall across her face to accent her looks. Her pale skin contrasted sharply with the red lipstick she wore and the small bits of jewelry that had rubies amongst them. Behind her, the wall bore her logo and name, lit up with a purple backlight. A bird cage with a songbird breaching free, wings spread to either side in flight, while the legs of the cage were two stylized and curved V's that looked somewhat like fangs. Beneath this logo, her name spelled out in cursive to accent a touch of class. Victoria Vink. The very office she resided in was immaculate, with every item hand-selected and placed with care to evoke the sensation of control and power she wielded. Even so, that message on her computer caused her such anguish, reading only a few brief words. Factory gone, lupines. It was all supposed to be so simple, even with contingencies in place for this exact scenario. Yet somehow, yet somewhere, someone failed in following her orders. Would they still be able to get the lupine's attention and draw it to the looming threat or not? Would they believe it's all a setup and wash their hands of it? Morning, Crazy Valentine. In this moment, Vivi wished she was more studious when it came to those damnable werewolves. She had operated for hundreds of years, steering clear of their incredible strength and well-earned reputation for violent rage. Now, though, she needed them as the walls were closing in on her regency, and yet she had no way to reach out to them. She reached her hand over and snatched up an official and proper business letter. Her hand nearly crumpled it from outrage while she glared at the heading. They had grown so bold now, and they wanted to simply go around and undermine her authority. She had never really liked them, but knew the weight that was behind them, and so bit her tongue like a helpless little girl before the power standing before her. I will make you pay. You will pay for this, Pentex, I swear it. As her declaration was made, there was a buzz from her desk as the security door was taken a hold of. Enter! The door swung open and a man wearing a leather duster with combat boots, full harness, a sword strapped to his side, and a wide-brimmed hat came forward. He slowly took a knee before Victoria's desk. I bring word, Miss Venk, about the factory. I'm aware, Sheriff. Lupine's got to... Begging your pardon, Miss Venk, but there was only one Lupine. Venk tensed up at hearing such words and furrowed her brow. A single Lupine did all that? They truly were powerful. The factory was in flames. Someone disabled the fire suppression systems and damaged all the fire locks. I only had time to recover 2 of the recordings. The sheriff slowly rose to his feet and stepped forward while Victoria gave her nod of approval, and he set out a laptop from a leather carry case onto her desk. He then turned it to face her and tapped the keyboard to wake it from sleep. The factory was attacked first by a gangrel. You must be kidding me, a gangrel? Takes one to know one. Look at the images pulled from the recording. Victoria's gaze turns intently to the images on the laptop screen. They looked to be of a monstrous werewolf. She then raised her brow and changed the next image, and the werewolf had someone in its jaws. Are you certain? I am. You know we can change our bodies. Once one becomes sufficiently powerful enough, they can take on a war form. The more powerful you get, the more potent the war form. And that is one powerful gangrel. Stronger than you? She almost let out a laugh at the idea as she looked to her sheriff, expecting his confidence. But true to his nature, the man nodded his head. I would say that is a safe bet. My own war form is nowhere near that powerful, and judging from the footage, he knows many other disciplines and knows them well. He even used celerity. Victoria frowned immensely, not just from the lack of confidence from her sheriff, but also to hear that this gangrel was using disciplines outside of the norm for his clan. You said there was a Lupine present as well? Indeed. The 2 of them fought for a time before... Well, it seems they came to a mutual understanding. They may well have both been there for the exact same reason. It's a shame the rest of the footage burned. It would have been helpful to study it and try to reach out... Beg pardon again, Miss Venk. I didn't mean to imply the footage was burned. When I was pulling out the 2 hard drives, I saw the others being erased somehow in real time. These 2 were spared only because they were pulled from the network. Victoria looked from her sheriff and back to the laptop screen. The first set of images showed the gangrel clearly. The second set was from a camera askew on the factory floor. It couldn't see who the gangrel was talking to, and the next few slides only showed a portion of the 2 behemoths coming to blows. Yet it did show the Lupine letting the gangrel stand once more. Fuck. I think that's a pretty good introduction to Victoria Venk. Just her final words for her little section of being introduced in the chapter. Fuck. Yeah, there you go. There is our previews for the day. My God, do I just want to keep fucking reading though. I just want to keep fucking reading. Yeah, those are your 2 previews. If I wanted to keep reading, I would just go tell the entire Ritter story. Chat. Chat, I have a question for all of you. Would you like to hear the rest of the Ritter story? It is actually based off of a thing that happened on the World of Darkness 13 server. Alright, we got one for sure. I'm open to hearing it. Grom Nash agrees. Okay. I won't object. I'm a writer too. I like hearing other people's stuff. Well, there you go. All right, fantastic. So let us continue again. You don't need to be. I can gather where the story goes, but not how it gets there. Perhaps I will share a tale first, and you can give yours when you feel like it. Cross then took a deep breath, not from need, but as if to center himself. He then quickly dipped his hands in the water and began to draw it over his head before lightly scrubbing at the matted fur. Our tale unfolds on a quiet and calm night. A man of German descent and upbringing, with an accent so thick it would be hard to mistake for anything else, came to a city along the coastline. Michael leaned in to listen more intently, but he noticed something strange in the water. It was as if the reflections in it were slowly shifting and changing, as if to play out the scene before them. How was he doing this? Was this something the corpse wolves could do? Sarah was equally entranced, listening to his words as the tale unfurled. This man was no ordinary man, or so he believed. He felt he had a duty and calling handed down unto him from some divine being. He wanted to be a warrior, a fighter for this calling, and thus styled himself in the fashion of Ritter, German knights of old. A self-styled man, an imbecile and fool by any true metric of worth, strutted around this coastal town with high enthusiasm and bravado. A sword at his side, a fine leather coat, and even a cape bearing a cross. Such was the ego of this German knight that he even posted his services around town so that all would know who he was and how to contact him. Slowly as Cross spoke, the reflections in the water changed and showed this proud, headstrong, and braggadocious man, wearing heavy black leathers and wielding a longsword at his side with a golden cross emblazoned on a cape of black. His hair was golden blonde and his eyes were brilliant blue. His services, though, did not come often, and thus he began to wander around the town, straying further from the hustle and bustle of the center that turned away from this curiosity, and drifted further towards the edge. It was during this time he began to risk trips into the forest. After all, what is a knight if not brave? On this particular calm and quiet night, he came to an embankment rising up to a level plateau where a simple pond and a few stands of trees took shelter. The man boldly strode and stood at the top of this hill before his eyes came to see a creature sitting nearby. The reflection in the water changed with a curious notion. Was it just Michael's imagination, or was the thing in the water looking at the corpse wolf? The creature turned its face to him, and he could not help but lock eyes with it. He was a brave knight, after all. What harm would standing proud and flaunting his regalia do? Yet the creature did not stir, nor did it move, instead just glaring at him. This brave and noble Ritter could not help but laugh nervously, even as he took a step back. The creature by the pond did not move from its spot, but watched as the man blurted out a farewell passing. Strange that the creature had merely tilted its head. But down the embankment the Ritter ran, his courage having faltered and his desire for sanctuary crying out to him. As Cross spoke, he tilted his head at the reflection in the water as it began to run, as if possessed by total mind-numbing fear. Sarah was still in complete attention, watching the display in the water with bated breath, while Michael's gaze turned from the reflection in the water to stare directly at Cross. The creature stood up from the pond and watched as the man ran into the dark. The golden cross on his cape ensured the task was a simple one, even as the distance grew great. Yet our bumbling knight of old did not fare better in the woods. As he ran and tried to catch his senses, there before him stood a wolf, its eyes shining blue and white fur contrasted against the darkened woods. He was just a wolf, one might say, and yet this foolish Ritter, having lost his courage before, was lost in the panic of his weak heart. Sarah turned her head from the reflections for a moment before she looked across and then spoke up. A past encounter, it seems? But also a tale meant for me? The gangrel didn't answer, but nodded his head before he continued. He scrambled amongst the bits and bobs, tossing aside sharpened stick and crossbow before he withdrew his most treasured prize, a flask of oil from around his hip. He did not hesitate and brought the flask to his empty hand before fire erupted and out it went, sailing through the darkened night like a bonfire's beacon amongst the moon's light. The flask did not greet the intended foe that it did seek. Instead, it smashed across a branch, scouring oil in its wake. The tree went alight, and soon the leaf litter followed as the wildfire began. Finding fresh fuel in fertile grounds, the flames raced across the woods, and so too the Ritter himself. The reflection in the water showed the man screaming and writhing in pain. Sarah tensed up and looked closely at the reflection and frowned a bit. The man screamed in panic and fled, flailing his arms at the burning cape as he ran. Yet he was not alone. The wolf had turned from the flame and made all speed towards the embankment. As it ran up to its crest, it let out a howl and whined. The creature that had returned back to settle there was beckoned, and to the edge it went, to see the night sky turned red as the forest began to flake. With a shout of rage and hatred, the creature burst down into the woods, its eyes locked to the fleeing torchlight that was once a man. The Ritter scrambled, his feet carrying him to a nearby old tower, run down and in disrepair. He quickly climbed to escape the inferno behind him, and did his best to put out the fires that had taken hold in his clothing. Michael, in turn, cast his gaze from the leech down to the reflection before he spoke as well. This be for me as well, too, it seems. Cross simply tilted his head slightly and gave a smile as he continued with the tale, but it was clear that he rather liked that both had understood in part. There the Ritter finally caught his breath as his smoldering cape seemed to abate, before he heard the sounds of crunching and took a look below. There beneath the stone tower was the creature, but it was not the same he met before. It had grown in size and shape, fur covering every feature as it reached out to him. The man drew his sword and screamed, the embers of his cape alight once more before the creature now loomed over him. The man took a swipe, but the night had sapped his strength, and the creature began its grim work. Sword flew aside and clanged to the cobbles of the tower, before a scream of pain and blood were to follow. Yet the creature ceased its anger and stepped back before the Ritter's cape took flame to his clothes. In a blazing hell of fire, the man collapsed. So, you killed the man? He had proven himself to be a despoiler. His last name was Bach, and he did so boast about his position and status out around San Francisco. So much so that a broken thing like me even heard tell of the name. And that isn't the only reason here. His naivete and experience had led to the wildfire. The forest burned heavily, only barely stopped by the local rangers and firefighters. But this was not the end of the forest. Such notions are in and of themselves naive. Too often people see such tragedy and decide it's too much work to bring it back. The ash and debris were cultivated and buried, giving nutrients and new life to the soil itself, a part of the cycle brought back. Like fallen trees that became nursery logs, allowing more vibrant and healthy life to grow in turn. Sarah, I don't know the full reasons why you decided to become like Bach, but don't follow in the same footsteps of a man who forgot the most important lesson of all. Information, intelligence, seeking knowledge. Don't blindly walk into the darkness, for that will only lead to your demise, but seek out as much knowledge. Arm yourself appropriately and be prepared for what may lurk in the shadows. Cross slowly turned his gaze up at the sky and saw that the stars had faded, and thus he began to rise from the pond, having cleaned himself, if only a little. The sun is coming. Right, and ye lot must hide, yeah? I don't just hide, but I just ask you not laugh or anything. I am surprisingly self-conscious about this. A leech all timid and self-conscious? What could you possibly be so flustered about? Sarah frowned and looked at Michael, who, if he had noticed, he didn't let on, as he grumbled and glared at the corpse wolf. Said wolf didn't say a word and instead came around the tree, took a few steps into the open and looked out towards the horizon. Wait, are you killing yourself? Cross tensed up a bit and didn't speak as he watched the very tips of the tree start to glow from the sun's light. He then slowly spread his arms out, extending them to either side, and raised his head up before closing his eyes. As far as Michael was concerned, it was good riddance, though he did feel a twang of some other emotion stirring. The sooner the tick was gone, the better. Yet then he listened carefully and heard the words. Offer this as payment for my transgressions. I offer all that I am to you to acknowledge you and your gift to the world. As Michael stepped in closer to listen to what the gangrel was saying, the light touched the corpse wolf, who began to burn. Yet he didn't shy away or flinch, and instead, even as the first singed, it regrew. May even a small part of your warmth reach this broken thing. I shall never again forget the wonder that it is to stand beneath your gaze. Wow. I didn't expect that part. That part actually got me, weirdly. Sarah's eyes were locked to the display as Cross burned and reformed, the sight acting like a glow across the silhouetting, acting like a glow across and silhouetting his body. Oh my god, man, I got tongue-tied on that one. It wasn't very long, but soon the ragged white wolf tilted backwards and fell, burning as he hit the ground and slipped beneath it to the safety of the dark. Michael was incredibly perplexed as he watched, and even more so from listening. He quickly used the gift one last time, his eyes shifting to see the other side and the trail of spirits that marked the outline of the tick beneath the ground. Bam, there you go. There, finished out the entire tale of the Ritter and that chapter as well, might as well. And again, as we've discussed before, that is part of the Embrace the Dawn ritual. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. I did not mean to belch. Morning, Threadnought. Very nice stuff. Enjoyed it. Personally do like the way you write your narration. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. That's part of the Embrace the Dawn ritual. That's number 10 on the path of the Beastly Moon. The 10th sin on the path is to deny the sun its due. Because remember, the sun brings light, warmth, and life to nature itself. Without the sun, there is no nature. Without the sun, there is no Gaia. So as part of the Path of the Beastly Moon, which I actually got to do a meeting the other day, or yesterday, not the other day, yesterday, to give somebody in full detail the Path of the Beastly Moon. So that was fun. But another thing, so the Tale of the Ritter is actually based off of a event that happened in World of Darkness 13. Cross was up at the watchtower giving tales, as he always does, or he always did, and Alois Bach stepped up onto the watchtower and glared directly across immediately. And then started babbling and said, good evening, and then ran away. Alright? Now, the reason why I knew who it was, and I knew the details, was because this motherfucker put on his phone contact list, Alois Bach, Society of St. Leopold, a knight and valiant member for good. And it's like, motherfucker, you're advertising the Society of St. Leopold in the phone book for everyone to see. Every motherfucker. So I immediately contact Atka Kulak, whose deed name is Thunder Spirit. I immediately contact him and let him know, hey, we have a society fucking hunter in the area. He was just at the watchtower. Atka comes sprinting over with 2 other wolves, and he looks across. He's like, where? Where was he? Where? And he's like, he ran off to the west. So thus began the hunt to find this fucking hunter. Well, Atka eventually shifts to Lupus to go looking for him. 0, yeah, I know. 0 IQ hunter actions. Fucking trust, I know. Oh my god. Remember how many times we've had 0 IQ hunters? Woo. Now, Atka eventually runs into him while Atka's in Lupus. So Atka runs into Bach out in the woods. Bach panics and tries to throw a Molotov cocktail at Atka. So, I need you to understand how Space Station 13 works, okay? Space Station 13, you can click on a tile, right, to throw an object. However, if you click on an object, you will throw the thing you're holding at the object. The trees are big, okay? They have branches and they stick out. This motherfucker took out a Molotov to throw it at a Lupus, which Lupus are fucking fast, by the way. Wolves are fast. Big surprise. So, he throws the Molotov, but he clicked on the tree, on a bit of the sprite work, right next to where the wolf was. And so he threw the Molotov at the tree, and it splashed back and caught him on fire as well. Atka then, I don't know what Atka's reasoning was. Like, Atka then sprints over to the embankment and gets Cross's attention. Cross jumps up to go see, like, what do they want? What do they want? Clearly they want something. And pulls out the binoculars, and I see the forest is on fire. And I see Bach's fucking dumbass running to the gas station to climb on the roof. Well, Cross is on the path of the Beastly Moon. And part of the tenets of the path of the Beastly Moon is that you will not, to allow the despoiler to live is a sin. So Cross goes sprinting past Atka and runs down into the woods that are now on fire, even in spite of having the fear of flame, mechanically. Cross isn't actually that afraid of fire, in an icy sense at this point. It was a calculated risk, but damn, I'm pretty bad at math. Cross goes sprinting over, and I climb up the gas station. And as I climb up the gas station, Bach is rolling on the ground, trying to put the fire out from himself. He then stands up, and he sees me standing there, and I immediately transform into war form. And Bach draws his sword, and as I charge straight at him, he falls over dead. The fucking fire got him first. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, 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 damn it. Damn it. The fire got him right before I could get him. I was so close. So close. Also, welcome back for your forced vacation set. Yeah, I know. I joke that it was the Weaver. The Weaver had to stop the Stargazer. But it's okay. Because even though the fire got him first, I disemboweled him, I ripped his head off, and I took the corpse, the sword, the head, and I threw them to Atka and the lupines. Well, the Garou. I don't need to call them lupines. But I threw the head, the corpse, and the sword over to Atka. And Atka was like, at first he's like, who the fuck's this? And I was like, the fucking Society Hunter. It's like, I made sure he'll never come back. Yeah, so Atka was the leader, and he still is the leader, by the way, of the Sept, the Amber Glade. And he knows Cross back when he was the Gangrel, before he completed the Path of the Beastly Moon, before he underwent the Moon Cycle phase, before the Rite of the Beastly Moon was then initiated. So I'm integrating World of Darkness 13 into the canon for Cross into the storylines. It's also why when Atka saw Cross on the Final Night server, he was shocked because Cross was now Garou. But he wasn't shocked in the, like, you know, oh, that's bullshit thing. He was shocked in the path worked, because Atka was given the tails. Atka knew intimately what Cross was doing, and everything, right? And eventually what the plan was going to be. If the World of Darkness 13 server hadn't lost all its population, which, to be fair, it suffered the same fate as so many Space Station 13 servers, where it lost all of its population to the ERP-enabled server. The plan was, as part of my whitelist, I already had the Garou whitelist and everything. The plan was for several months, real-life months, of going through the entirety of the Moon Cycle phase, the Rite of the Beastly Moon, and having Cross become a Galliard. Right? No, it's a Space Station 13 tradition, Mishima. It's not a World of Darkness tradition. That's a Space Station 13 classic. A server comes out, and it has interesting mechanics and is really popular, and then there's an ERP version of the server that comes out, and the original server loses all its population to the ERP server. Which, you know, I'm not gonna pretend I'm innocent. You've seen the screenshots. But yes. That is a tradition on Space Station 13, and one that will never be broken. Well, I shouldn't say it'll never be broken. There are servers that still remain popular, but there's an ERP variant of them that's also either just as popular or more popular. So, you know, It happens. Right. Also, I guess I want to show you this. I have been working on... Tomorrow we're going to start... I'm remapping the fucking forest. I can't stand the new forest. It's better in a lot of ways, but it's worse in a lot of ways. I cannot stand the new forest we have. So I'm remapping it. So as part of that remap... Hang on, let me pull this up. Okay. As part of that remap, while I didn't have the fiber connection, I started doing and throwing together a really shitty, basic bitch outline of what I have planned, okay? So, this is the plan for the new forest for the server. Alright? Like I said, basic bitch outcome. Alright? This is not, like, pretty or anything like that. I'm throwing it together to give you the rough idea of how things are going to be laid out. Okay? So I'm keeping the abandoned manor where it is, because I think it's interesting. I'm putting a ranger station nearby. This will actually allow the Amber Glade to function as rangers and National Park Service. A hunting lodge, which, again, I'm going to heavily push for hunters in both senses of the word in World of Darkness to be at the hunting lodge under the direct jurisdiction of the National Park Service as a cover, right? The hunting lodge is going to be National Park Service operated and maintained. But this also will give the Garou a leg up on, like, scheming and politicking, right? Because we can figure out what the hunters know, and the hunters have a safe haven they can rest in, and we can push them in the direction of fighting the fucking kindred and not us. Right? This is a classic example of keep your friends close but your enemies closer. So you can watch what the fuck they're doing. But yeah, remember, this map also seems huge. It isn't. It's hard to give perspective, but each one of these, like, lakeshore cabins is a 7x5 building. Or, sorry, yeah, 7x5. They are not, these cabins aren't very big. It seems big because the map, you know what I mean? It's not up to scale, right? And then, of course, we have the Amberglade Barn and the Amberglade Cairn, which will be hidden behind the Native American reservation housing. Now, we have always used it in the canon and everything that the Amberglade is part of the Native American Reserve. That's the way that it was played on World of Darkness 13. That's the way we started it on the Final Nights server. The Amberglade is directly connected to and tied with the Native American Reservation. It's just good cover, right? Yeah. Now, inside of that, once you go into the Native American Reservation, you'll find a ramp that leads up to a big gate, okay? Hey, a thought occurs. Can a Tzimisce unfugly a Nosferatu? Technically, yes. But Nosferatu have a supernatural ugliness to them, right? So Tzimisce can undo the physical ugliness, but the supernatural component of the ugliness will remain. Yep. Now, the glade, the Amber Glade itself, I have redesigned completely from what it is. So they could look like Boa Hancock and you'd still be like, ooh, brother, ooh. No, you would actually experience a weird sensation. because your initial gut reaction is, oh my god, they're hideous. But then your eyesight, your ability to look at them, you'd have that unnerving feeling of like, they're not hideous. What the fuck? What? And so they would be like super uncanny valley feeling. You know what I mean? Like, you'd look at them and you'd feel like something is off. Something is wrong. Right? It's something, there's something unsettling. Because your eyes and your brain are like, they're fine, but then your being, your soul, your heart and everything is like, they're fucking hideous. They're bad. Bad, 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 bad. Bad, 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 bad. Yeah. So, anyways, I wanted this to have also more little things to discover out and about in the woods. I'm gonna move. By the way, there are these things called wolf-like monstrosities, which are NPC Krenoses. I'm moving them out here to the abandoned timber claim. Right, this abandoned timber claim is gonna be fenced in with like an old, and if I can, I want to make it look rusty. But an old, like, fence system and everything like that. These are just 3 trailers that are left behind. One of them is an office, converted into an office. Like you see in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines when you go to the hotel, right? It's one of those mobile offices that a lot of construction companies use. So this abandoned timber claim is here, and the wolf-like monstrosities are going to be here in the abandoned timber claim. Yeah, if I can, Grindus. That's the plan. To have ones that have little gaps and stuff in it. I'm gonna have them. They're gonna have gaps, and I'm gonna have like barricades on the thing. Okay. Now I don't feel too bad for Kree. Again, I would feel bad if he didn't have the bounty system to set up the way he did. Because he does, that actually worked out incredibly well for him. I'm very, very happy for Kree, because that was one of his best streams. And again, we want Kree to do well, because if Kree does well, the more content he makes and stuff, right? The more chances we'll actually be able to do more stags and things like that in the future. Yeah. But yeah, so that's where that all is. Now, I also wanted to add in like little camping sites that people can go to. Obviously, the cabins people can use. But this will also help stop, because this is set up into different like fire breaks, right? Natural fire breaks with the rivers and things like that. You can't just take one step into the forest, light the first tile on fire, and run away. No risk whatsoever, and then burn the entirety of the forest, which you can do right now, which is incredibly fucking frustrating. Can't do that anymore. Nope, not happening. Now you actually have to go around. You have to go around to each individual section and do that to get it to burn. So you have to actually take a risk. Now, this, though, when I started getting the connection a little more stable and was able to get Incarnate open, I decided to map out what the Amberglade, Bon, and Cairn would look like. So here we go. This is what the Amberglade will look like in the new remap. Okay? This is the one. So, this is the Get of Fenris. Or their totem is going to be down. Oh, shit. Hang on. Alright. Underneath me, this is where the Get of Fenris will have their totem. The armory is going to be right next to the Get of Fenris. So, right in this spot. You then have the Fienna are going to be in here with their totem. The Silver Fangs in here with their totem. The Red Talons are here with theirs. The Stargazers will be this one. The Black Furies are this one. And the Uktena will be this one. Here is where the Wendigo totem will be. And this is also the Moot Circle. And the Duel Circle. So you will duel beneath the totem. Right? Then this whole section here is the cairn. Okay, the cairn is the internal part. That is where the totem spirit and everything will reside. Okay, the cairn is the internal. The bawn is the external. This is the exterior portion of the sept, right? So the bawn is going to be its own protected thing. Oops, excuse me. Alco's the name of one of his characters, and Mishima just kind of does that. Anyways. Like, this little building here, this is an outhouse. So there are 4 outhouses. Again, it's not too many. It's not as many as should be there, but it's enough to give the general idea of, like, okay, you know, hey, we care about sanitation, right? You know what I mean? It's stuff that you expect to be there, but I don't need to put, like, 15 fucking outhouses, which would be the logical thing for a bunch of Garou and kinfolk, right? But no, 4 outhouses in specific spots just to give the idea of, like, hey, you know, waste management is a thing. These are just straight up cabins. These are going to be the same size. That's what the footprint here is for. These are 5 by 7 cabins. Again, really small. There's not a lot of, like, accoutrements in them or anything. You're there for, you know, sleeping or fucking. Let's be honest, okay? This is the Theurge's hut. This is the Theurge's circle. So the Theurge's hut can come out here. The Theurges can come out here and they can do their rites and rituals. They have a purified water source here they can use. And they have a circle already created. So there's a lot of rituals that require circles, and especially going counterclockwise around circles. This is the Sweat Lodge. This is part of Native American traditions. And again, that's going to be carried over with the Uktena and the Wendigo. This is where you go to get purified. There's the rite of cleansing, which will be done in the circle, but you can come in here and be purified as well through sweat and everything like that. Do not fuck in the Sweat Lodge. Do not in the Sweat Lodge. Then we come here. This is the Keeper's hut. So the Keeper for a cairn is responsible for the maintenance and maintaining of the cairn and bawn and everything itself, right? The Keeper, it's their job to be the groundskeeper. Okay? Oh, I know, Threadnut, I know. I agree. That's why I don't feel bad for Kree. I feel bad that he's playing a terrible, terrible game. But again, it's working out wonders for him. But anyways, so this is the Keeper's hut. They're the ones there. I'm going to have like a seed extractor and things like that so they can actually work the farms and everything. Their entire responsibility is to maintain the cairn. Maintain the cairn, maintain the bawn, the surrounding area. They're the groundskeeper. Then we have more cabins here, and of course more outhouses. This is the medical building. Again, it's going to be a bit anachronistic for the Amber Glade, but because of the way the server works at the moment, this is going to have a surgery table, a surgery operating computer, and a powered defib, wall-mounted defib. Okay? This is the Warder and Guardians hut. Okay? Warders and Guardians. Warders are the lowest level of, like, Garou jobs. Warders are basically there. They maintain, they watch the borders and everything. They're the guards. Guardians are the leaders of the warders. They're the ones that, like, so think of it like privates versus sergeants, right? A guardian is in direct control of the defenses of the cairn. So if somebody comes to attack the Bon or anything, it's the guardian that will take charge of the defenses, and they will command the warders in what they must do. Then we have here the Truth Catcher's hut, which is going to have prison cells put in it, by the way. Now, Truth Catchers, they are the philodoxes and everything. However, they are also going to be acting as like the prison wardens, right? If somebody fucks up bad, they're getting thrown into the fucking pens. And these pins will be Krynos-proof, by the way. For obvious reasons. But, as another aspect of it, there's going to be gates here. So there's going to be a gate here and a gate here. A gate here. And then this will all be open. But so there's going to be 3 different gates for the Amberglade. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's going to be the new Amberglade cairn. And, well, the new Amberglade Sept entirely, but there you go. So that's where this location will be. Yeah. I think it will come out and be real fucking nice. Real fucking toasty. Real toasty. Oh! Shit. Okay, we're gonna get other noises here for a second, but hold on, let me jump here real quick. Eastern Forest. The Eastern Forest is going to be an entirely new thing I'm going to create as well. That's going to have the Buddhist temple in it. And you might be saying, what, Buddhist temple? What the fuck's a Buddhist temple doing there? The Buddhist temple will be a part of the Kuei Jin. It'll give them more roles that they can play as, and because we can directly be connected to the Eastern Forest, the Garou and the Kuei Jin could team up more. Which is what they do in lore, by the way. The Garou have much more of a understanding relationship with the Kuei Jin, because the Kuei Jin, at the very heart of their being, are spirits. They're just spirits that have returned from the afterlife. Right? Okay. Right, we got everything basically here. What was I doing? We were doing this quest line. I could go do that. Oh, hang on. Quest line up here. Always hated Kuei Jin's Mary Sue relationship with all the splats. Well, again, it's different sects. Sects. Oh my god. Like, the Thrashing Dragon is more aligned to the Garou. For obvious reasons. But the Devil Tigers are not. What are you raving about? But no, we definitely need the alliance to work, because the Kuei Jin and the vampires do not get along. The Kindred and Kuei Jin do not like each other on the server. They have lots of territorial disputes. But a lot of people don't play Kuei Jin on the server either, because there's not a lot of job opportunities, and they're like, I don't just want to be a triad member. Like, give us more roles. But there isn't really roles for them to take, hence why we're making the Buddhist monastery, or I'm making the Buddhist monastery in the Eastern Forest, so that the Kuei Jin will have an actual faction hub they can go to. Because right now they're stuck in Chinatown, but only if they play Triad, which is frustrating. Well, again, it all depends. It depends entirely. Not all of them are evil spirits. Again, stuff like the thrashing dragons are more good-aligned spirits that have returned from the hells, right? Like, their sins may have been something more mundane and menial compared to others who got what they deserved. Like, devil tigers, absolutely fucking... But a lot of the Kuei-jin, their entire modus operandi is actually to fight Banes and protect spirits. Because if the Banes win, they're all going back to the fucking hells, and if the spirits, like, go away, then the spirit dance ends. So, pragmatism. Honestly, one of my favorite things, one of my favorite players on the server was a Kuei-jin Buddhist monk named Liang. He was incredible to talk to all the time. Genuinely incredible to talk to. Alright. What are you raving about?
You there? Yes, you. Come now. Don't be shy. I need your help. The damned fanatic Thea stole my eyes. She wears them around her neck. And what horrid suffering I've witnessed. Please, no more. There's so much blood, I can't. You must believe me. I can still see from them. Thea and her flock have grown strong in Ostrava. Please, bring me back my eyes.
Bring me back my eyes. Okay. Oh, wait.
Thea. She was nobody a few years ago. Disappeared for a bit. Came back with friends blathering on and on about the end of days. She's a liar. But she's also cunning. She snatched up my eyes after all.
Okay, what happened to your eyes?
Thea stole them. Pinned them on some necklace she wears, but takes it with her everywhere. Makes me watch. I wonder if my suffering aids her. I can see through those eyes just as you can see me now, but I see is painful. So much pain. So much death. I want my damned eyes back.
Alright. Stronghold must be completed first. Oh? I didn't know there was a stronghold here. Interesting. Well, let's go. Again, I wish this was a wolf. I wish I could get a wolf mount. I think we can at some point, but I wish I had it already.
I'm not ready yet.
It's just a fucking murder stack, isn't it? Uh-oh, speaking of murder stack.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Yikes. Big yikes. Oh, there you are. You little fuck.
I must wait a moment.
I can just sit here and fucking face tank you, you little bastard. Yes. Get fucked, nerd. Oh, well that's suspicious. That's why it's suspicious. Bastard bitch. Gotta stay away from the fucking murder beams. Oh, fuck.
Yet.
Eh. Whoa! Hi.
I must wait a
Oh, shit. Almost didn't get out of that one. Ah! What the fuck? They're back! There's more! At least their AI bugged out because I was, you know, right here. Fuck yes.
I'm not ready yet.
Ooh. Right. Okay, that was messy as fuck. I did not expect that. Shufta. Mesh well with existing Wraith and Vampire stuff despite being basically somewhere between both of those. Well, I guess we're going in.
I'm not ready yet.
Here are the fucking shamans.
I'm not ready yet. I do not have enough spirit.
A little too spicy on that one.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, we'll, on the server, we're going to start working with the Quaijin a lot more. One, to build back up their numbers, but also, just because it makes sense for the Garou to do that, since they do help protect spirits as well.
I must wait a moment. I'm low on spirit.
So is this? No, yeah, so this is a stronghold, right? I hope so.
are you who will die in the mother's name.
Oh, fucking succubus. Okay.
Give this stranger the holy
Oh my god! Thank God I have that. Oh, burn, 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 it burns. Damn, I was hoping to keep werewolf for the whole thing. Okay.
I must wait a moment.
Oh.
Help, I beg you.
I'm not ready.
Overseer, help.
These effigies reek of corruption. I must destroy them. I must wait a moment. I do not have enough spirit.
Overseer, help.
Oh, little statue. Nice. Intelligence increased by 2. Fuck yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
Now again, we already talked about Path of the Beastly Moon is going to be a new pathway towards a salvation of a sort. More like recruitment into the fucking war, but you know,
I'm not
hey,
ready yet.
be able to eat food, to actually, you know, be alive. Not a bad fucking call.
I must wait a moment.
Another lamp for the sacrifice.
Ah! The timing! Ah!
I'm not ready yet.
Oh no, I accidentally don't back into it. You won't stop me on that one. Get fucked. Oh, damn it. Of course he dropped. She dropped some bullshit. Damn it. You can come fight me. I don't care.
must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck, that's bad. Like a pain in my ass. Jeez.
Get out of my house!
I'm not ready yet. Bells. Again. But who is left to ring them?
Ooh. What? What? Oh, I don't know what stopped me from attacking shit. I lost my bonuses. There we go, got him back. Woohoo! Right. Ah! Jesus. It's gonna take a while. Oh, you bastard bitches.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, this is tedious. Look.
I'm low on spirit. I must wait a moment.
Ah! Fuck.
I must wait a moment. I'm
One dead. Ugh! Two dead. Ugh. Ah. Missed me on that one, didn't you? Bastard bitch. Ah, I tried to dodge that one. Fuck you.
Done.
Oh my god. And we got a manual. Oh yeah. Fucking hell, that was rough. Oh god. Sweet. Meanwhile, we come down here. Every third werewolf skill hit critically strikes. Werewolf critical strikes deal 75% increased damage. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Yeah, we saved the village. Just want to make sure. I know it shows it's active, but I want to make sure. Okay. Now we gotta go through and do this dungeon. See that 1,000 damage? Nice. Holy shit, they got fucking wrecked.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Oh.
I'm not ready yet. I need more spirit.
Yeah, sure, Lethal Shrine. That'll be funny. keep my bonus going as much as I can.
I must wait a moment.
I don't think I'm gonna make. Oh, I got stuck on the wall. I'm not making it. Fuck. Look. Well, we kept it going for most of it. Oh shit! What the fuck? What's that?
I'm not ready yet.
Holy shit!
I must wait a moment. I'm low on spirit.
I'm low on spirit. Oddly fitting for Garou, actually. Could just say low on gnosis. Ah! Werewolves! Fucking dancers. That's what you get for joining the spiral, assholes. Oh god.
I must wait a moment.
Getting that hot Garou on Garou action. That's what y'all came here to see, right?
I'm not ready yet.
Wait, aw. I thought I was like, wait a minute, I'm saving a werewolf? And it's like, no, he was a naughty boy for them, and he was still a naughty boy. It's like, ah, sad.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, I ran out of the bonus right before. Damn. Damn. I definitely want to get that buffed up more.
I must wait a
Ugh. Fucking hurts.
I must wait a moment.
Ugh. Oh, come on. Not werewolf. Bastard bitches. The girl get everything. The girl get everything. Welcome back to the wolfing. I know. Ah, bastard bitch. Bastard bitch shit fuck.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not
I'm trying
ready.
to do everything I can to keep my... I let you out of your cage and you still want to be a bad boy. Well. Deserved.
I'm out of spirits. I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Cleaning out everything. Cleaning out everything. Alright, I will. I gambled a little bit. And I actually got some good stuff from it, so.
I'm not ready yet.
I think I cleared out everything now. Oh. Here's the last one. Oh, you little fuck. I let you out of your cage. You gonna behave? Of course not. And he's bloodthirsty. Ow! What the fuck? That's what I get. You try to be nice to the other fucking Garou, and this is what happens. No, I am Pack Alpha. Sit down. The Stargazing Galliard is here. You're never gonna be Alpha. That's the funny thing about Cross is his stuff is powered through blood and gnosis now. But he can regain blood just by eating, like, meats and stuff. Very handy for him. Very handy indeed. Though he doesn't get much. So he can't, like, he can't utilize and, like, go ham with all those abilities anymore. He's got to save it up. And again, because it's going to use his blood too, so it makes him weaker. It's not just a pool of energy. No, it's physically makes him weaker if he does it. Wait, what?
Hey,
Oh, okay.
is that me in the stockades?
Turn with your eyes.
I can see that. Oh, how pitiful I look. Just give me my eyes back, won't you?
Ugh.
Can I just push them right back in their sockets? Just like... that pain! The sockets burn! Oh, God!
Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's going to be another quest line later. I know it already. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. We're at 215. Let's go do it. Let's go to the curiosity vendor. I guess the eyes have it. Your pun is terrible. You should feel bad. That's a lot of willpower increase. That's crit chance on that. That's Spirit on Kill. That's really fucking nice. Spirit on Kill is always fucking nice. Oh, he didn't explode. He was running around, like, burning in his skull and everything. He ran off, so that's definitely going to be a... definitely going to be a thing. Yeah, I think it's finally time to move this out. This is a tough call for me. Because we lose a socket. Everything. You know what? We might not have to make this call. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Nope, incorrect. You, Bubbles. So these are all overpower damage. Polearm is vulnerable damage. Staff is damage over time. I don't know what the mace is. Looks like it's overpower as well. What would be better? I think I do need to do a cap as well. Yeah, and that's super fucking handy for me. This is like ridiculously handy. So I guess gloves we need to check. Gloves, helm, and a two-handed weapon. Which I think, given where Rabies Wolf needs to be a staff.
Not much, is it?
Terrible. Terrible staff. Sad. Let's see, do I want to gamba that, or do we want to gamba two other things? Gamba. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Okay, this is just a straight up upgrade. We'll slot those in, and then I will forge it. Okay. I need you to unsock it. Touch one. Thank you. Now, you put this one on. Come in here. Slap it in. Slap it in. Good. Come here.
Let's observe it.
Yeah, looting aspect. Nice.
You can take what's best.
Right. You invest in your skills? I don't know what you mean.
Can I help you? Anything else? Well struck.
Okay. I don't know what you mean by invest in your skills, though. I really don't. Why is it just werebear? Sad. Woo, hell yeah. There we go. Right. And then I need to put on... thing, right? Which was you?
What will it be?
That's what happens when you haven't been doing shit for a while. Ugh. Why? If only this wasn't werebear stuff. If only this was, if only this was, like, werewolf stuff. Make me fucking sad. Again, more werebear augments! Brr. Bastard, bitch, shit, fuck. Yes, more critical strike damage. Yes, good. Yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. Yes, more critical strike damage. What is my critical strike? 226.2%. You're next. First, there is potential for more critical strike damage. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. More critical strike damage. Hell yeah. Next. Vulnerable damage. Reroll. Critical strike damage. Let's get stupid. Oh, there's chances here. Hold on. More critical strike damage if I can. Damn, overpower. Again. Vulnerable. Damn. Overpower. Bastard bitch. Vulnerable. Bastard bitch shit fuck. Come on. Critical, critical, critical. Yes! Alright. Yeah, now we're up to 300. Hold on. Our criticals now do 310% bonus damage. Oh my god. Yeah, that's fucking nutty. And remember, werewolves... Remember the werewolf thing, too. Hold on. Down here at the bottom. Werewolf critical strikes deal 75% increased damage. So that's like 385% critical strike damage. Mmm, tasty. That should be fun. That should be a lot of fun. Mmm, fun. Okay. We have armor pieces. Healing received. Don't really care about that. 20 strength, which is just armor. Yeah. So intelligence and willpower are the ones we really want. He has +7 to all stats. Willpower, so 20 armor. 20 intelligence. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to make one of these. Make one of these. One of these. You are going in here in the jewelry. You here and here. Okay. Right. I need to undo that. Skull and armor. 6 healing received. Let's get rid of that. Let's put in 20 more willpower. So unsocket. Whoop, unsocket you. Salvage you. Put you in. And you in. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I can add sockets. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I can't. I don't have the thing yet.
Precious stones to catch the light. Come and see.
Cool. Oh, I have the spirits things unlocked already. Boop. See? I went with Eagle so I could get increased critical strike chance, increased lucky hit chance, and attack speed. From the Stag, 30 maximum spirit, gain 10 spirit per second, which is nice. Extended the duration of the ultimate skill from the Wolfie. Wolf boy. And then down here, critical strike with shape-shifting skills have up to 75% chance to heal you for 10% maximum life. That's incredible. Genuinely incredible. Sorry, I was looking over at something at the computer. Oh, that's really fucking nice too. Fuck. I don't know if the attack speed's how good the attack speed is for us in comparison to being able to reset spirit. That's really fucking tasty. Alright. Anyways, I should go down here. We need to start working our way up here as well. I need to come here too. Bastard bitch shit fuck. Because this is where werewolfies are going to be at. A lot of werewolfies. Not this particular region, but I just know, like, this, Skogsland. Yeah, but you've seen my criticals. Even before we got all this crit damage increasing stuff, my criticals were hitting, like, you know... Again, we're not up to the Paragon levels, but they're hitting for, like, over 1,000 a hit. That's pretty fucking nice. It's pretty fucking nice. All right, give me a second, chat. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and might as well put on some food for lunch. So I will be a momento. Oops, wrong one, right one. Old Bay fish crackers. Excuse me? I know where we're going. Oh, wait. Do I already have that? Hang on, where can we see, where can we see these? So I feel like I have that already. I guess I don't? Like, I know I've done that one. I didn't do that one because of it's only for another one. So it looks like these change out, maybe? Oh, I see. There it is, check mark. Or do they reset over time? And it seems it resets. So I remember doing a lot of these dungeons. Right, well, we're definitely going for this. Whoa! Look at those fucking damage numbers. Oh my god.
My child, all alone in this darkness. Please, help me find my baby.
The thing you don't want to do on these is go outside the circle, ever, no matter what's happening. Because you want to trigger that as quickly as possible. Look at that damage! Oh my god! Did you see that? That fucking damage is real! Oh my god! Oh my god, that damage! Oh my god, almost 2,000 damage. Holy shit. Almost 2,000 damage on just one of those hits. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Look at that. It's fucking wild. I don't know if I got it in time.
I'm not ready yet.
Look at that. No cooldown. If I do it when I'm in the thick of things. Oh my god. Oh, damn it. Can't get around the corner.
I'm not ready yet.
That's fucking nutty. That's fucking nutty. Holy shit. One enemies.
I must wait a moment.
I mean, if they prepped hard, give it to them. Honestly, straight up, I'm telling you, Duncan. Let them have that as a reward for their preparations, okay? And make it clear that's why it went the way it did. Because, hey, you prepared. You didn't go into this like hunters normally do, right? Oh my god! How about when you just delete 3 of the 3 champion enemies, you know?
I must wait a moment.
My god! The damage is real! Yep.
I'm not ready.
And that's the best thing you can do in that situation. Is be like, hey, you know, I'm rewarding you guys for your careful considerations and planning and everything. You did the smart things.
Please, help us get out of here. The only way out of this is to fight.
I need more spirit. I must wait a moment.
We're going to make it. Here. Something for your trouble.
Holy shit, I kept all 3 of them alive. Holy shit.
I'm not ready yet.
Now a small empire in the wilderness. Nice. Time bubbles. Time bubbles, man. Time bubbles.
I must wait a moment.
They were entirely not prepared for me. They were not ready for this werewolf.
I must wait a moment.
Look at the damage! Huh? What? What happened? Speaking of the damage, did you see the damage it did to me? Alright, we can make this even funnier. Hold on. I did. Yeah! There we go, much better. That's really fucking good. Yeah. Fucking hell. And if only that kept the +1 to core skills, that'd be really fucking nice. You know any gangrels? Ugh. You don't have any gangrels? Come on. Come on! I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in your players. No gangrels. Bah. I'm entirely biased. Your gangrel actually managed to die. What the fuck? With Protean and Fortitude? What? What? What are they doing? What are they doing? Suck starting shotguns? Oh yeah, completed recently. See, so they do a thing. I was gonna say. I have some serious fucking questions. Whoa, hold on. Excuse me, werewolves. Coming through. Wait. Yes! Holy shit. Fucking hell. That Luke Goblin. Fucking Kree. Channeling his inner Kree. He didn't survive. Gangrel got hit by a subway train fighting two Sabat Bruja. Well, that's a way to go. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna get the stuff out of the air fryer. But no, the Gangrel should have cast Mist Form. That would have saved them. I would have just instantly gone Mist. Just been like, nope, poof. I ain't dying. Fuck are you? Fuck are you, train? I live, bitch. Bastard bitch. Bastard bitch shit, fuck. I live. It doesn't have to last for the entirety of the train. You move out of the way of the train. You know what I mean? You don't remain in the path of the train. You go to mist form. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I assume he's not in the tunnel? You're fighting on the platform, right? And then got knocked into it? If you're in the tunnel, I have other questions. I have a lot of other questions, in fact. Oh. I would have done Shape of the Beast then and try to dive. Yeah, I would have done Shape of the Beast and try to dive back. Remember, Shape of the Beast is not war form, by the way. Shape of the Beast is how you transform into a wolf. An actual wolf. Or a bat. You can pick one of the two. No, again, I'm not blaming the player. I'm just trying to think now, if I was in that situation with that loadout, how would I survive that? You know? How would we go about surviving that situation? And I'm thinking the dive is the way. Incorrect. Fort's great, but holy masquerade breach when you go sailing through the front of the fucking subway train. Neat stuff here. Constantly taking pot shots at me though, and I don't like it. At that point I'd be like, I'm sorry, I panicked. I was kind of facing down the fucking I-5, okay? Weren't too much of a choice. Yeah, so we can't go up that way because of the mist barrier thing. There's a barrier stopping us going. Let's go around this way and see what we find. I would at least try and dive through the window so you could, like, have a plausible, like, holy shit, that worked kind of thing. Even though you're abusing the fuck out of fortitude. This is now Alcavian fights. Those are rough. Ooh. Lots of muns. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I guess we're fighting. Oh my god, the damage! My god, the damage! The damage is real! My guy, I'm a monster!
I must wait a moment.
My Gaia, I'm a horrific monster now. Man, oh man, Lethal Shrine. Lethal Shrine with this build is, yikes. That's all I can say. Look at that! Oh my god! I don't even have the Lethal Shrine on anymore, and we did that.
Elemental spirits.
Oh my god. Good lord. Oh my god, another Lethal Shrine. Very so for this one, hold on. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh, the damage. The One Piece is real. That upgrades the thing we got, so. Alright, back to where we were. Get all that loot. Oh. I'm gonna say this is the world boss arena. No, fuck it. Let's go.
I must wait a moment.
Our werewolf is scary as fuck right now. Our werewolf is seriously fucking scary. We just dove into a group that had, what, 5 champions and killed them all in 3 seconds? Alright, our werewolf might be a bit cracked right now. God, and I can only imagine how much more crazy we can make them. Lightning damage. Oh, fuck. Trying to eat my air fryer chimichangas. Whoa! Okay. You've all chosen death. Thank you. How we can confirm this? Barbarian only. Okay. Whoa.
I'm not ready yet. Greetings.
Oh, I'm hidden from all enemies. Nice.
Saw that. Overgrown vermin's broke another trap.
No RTB. Alright. So, let's take a look at the gear we got. No. he's not bad. That's not great either.
Need something for it? Paper bark, nice. Fair trade.
Right, right, right.
Praise
Right.
the Father.
Our two Bruja are hilarious too. One's a neo-Nazi with yellow fever, and one's a Japanese wereaboo. Oh my god. It's fucking fantastic. That's fucking fantastic. Right. Hang on a second. People pinged me on the server. Let's see what they want. Oh my god. Nope. No. No. Oh, good. Have people. Alright. There we go. By the way, we were thinking of adding, or I want to get this added to the server as the round end, thing. So, this, listen carefully, chat. This is what I want added to the server for round end.
Oh shit! It's a fucking Garou!
Oh shit! It's a fucking Garou! That tree was just vibing.
Wait a moment.
Those trees were just vibing. Like, I didn't want none of this.
I'm low on spirit. There is something strange going on here. Ariel must be nearby. I must wait a moment.
Look at that damage! Oh my god! Yeah, I think this is a pretty fucking nasty build. Excuse me? That's pretty fucking nasty. Oh my god. We're saving that. Oh, dear heavens. A lethal shrine in this situation. Okay. Right.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, lethal shrine ran out.
You're stuck in an illusion created by the Horadrim. The portal will lead you through this crude trap.
Alright, fine, Wolf. I'll follow you.
Relax. No harm will come to you here.
Who are you?
An admirer of sorts. I saved you in the mountains. You'd lost your horse and crawled into that cave. Would have frozen to death if not for me. Why are you helping me? Oh, it's very simple. You want to stop Lilith, and I want you to succeed. But you'll never do that by following the Horadrim. Their path always ends in fire and death.
Okay. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Seen enough. Open the door.
He's not wrong. Why are you telling me all this?
To warn you, a day will come when the Horadrim stumble. Don't be there when they do. The portal will lead you to that little girl you're looking for.
What is this place?
Tristram, the Horadrim of old imprisoned Diablo, the Lord of Terror beneath the earth. And then they built this town nearby. You can see how that turned out.
Why do you want to stop Lilith?
I like the world the way it was, without Lilith. Her little game of rebellion will only lead to chaos. You've already seen visions of the damage she can do. Yes, I know you have fed her blood. Do you feel it changing you? Perhaps not yet. But as long as Lilith walks in your world, it is only a matter of time.
Alright, bloodied wolf. Let's say I believe you. From one Garou to another. Bye-bye.
Back in the Horadrim's illusion. Mayra.
There you are. I think I've lost my way. The same thing happened to my mother and me earlier on. The trail to the vault ends here, so it should be somewhere around in these woods.
Timing. Impeccable. Ooh, this is a good point. Oh, we're maxed here. Bastard, bitch, shit, fuck. Bastard, bitch, shit, fuck.
I see. The path is different now. The statue is the source of an illusion. We must be close. Finally, the Herodric Vault.
Oh my god! He just clapped another werewolf so hard he fucking exploded in a single hit. Holy shit. Is the place?
Not what I expected. But let's not give up hope. All we need is one book, one spell, to help us cross the Black Lake and stop Lilith. Sealed shut. What of the passage over there?
A Herodrum Cube!
This is... I think it's written... I have an idea. You might want to take a step back.
The Herodrum Cube! Yes!
Chespith Chut.
I follow.
Hey! Wait for me!
Come on. Slowpoke.
It's the same seal as before. Should be easy enough to break it again. But,
One way to find out.
of course, we can't let anything...
Only if you stay on this.
Fine.
What am I looking for?
Don't you know? A book? Chespith Chut!
I'm not ready yet.
And my god. Fucking crazy strong. Yeah. Fucking Pit Lord deleted in less than a second. Oh my god.
ready yet.
Don't mind me, I'll just fucking completely delete all of this. What's this? What is this? Damage is real. Look at that damage. That was crazy.
I was a demon guarding that book. I should take this back to Norel.
Welcome to fucking heaven.
I hope you had more luck than me. Interesting. This ledger was...
That's not...
No.
Are you sure this is a good...
It's all we have. Meet me down there. I thought I heard something. You mean that we found my mother too? We still need a blessing. You should visit Prague.
Oh. Oh, I forgot I had to go to Prava to get the blessing. Fuck. Well, at least the progress is saved, right? Man. One more. Okay. Bunch of side quests here. We'll do those some other time. Nope. Ooh. Werewolves in the night, afternoon delight. Do I want to do this? Kind of. I'm not gonna get it in time, there's no way. There's too much stuff. You know what I mean? There's too much stuff. That's okay. Sadness, but it happens. Wrong class. Dexterity increased by 2 for all classes.
State your business. Reverend Mother Brava expects me.
Open the gates. You were good soldiers. Worked hard. Fought hard. Drank hard too. Brothers. Sisters. I hope you find peace in these flames.
Vigo? What are you doing here?
So you lived. I came clean to Trava. About taking that woman's bribe. It's looking bad. My ass is on the line. Might not have a job when she's done with me. Hey, you're here for her, right? Let's go together. Maybe she'll go easy on me if you're there.
Alright, yeah, sure.
Not many could bear your sins.
Oh. She's expecting us.
Vigo. Good luck.
Have the new watch commander replace the forces we lost at the mine. So, you've returned. Vigo here tells me you were braver than he.
I'm busting chase
First,
love.
you will be made worthy of a blessing. A holy war cannot be won with faithless troops. Make no mistake, this war is holy. Lilith has brought the eternal conflict to Sanctuary, and Inarius will deliver us as writ in prophecy. Until then, we have our parts to play. Make a pilgrimage to the Alabaster Monastery. Cleanse your spirit. Then we may discuss a blessing.
May as well make myself useful. Come by the ruins, south of here.
Where's the thing? Oh. Alright. Moving. Get our horsey moving. Here we go, moving. Alright.
Hail. There's a shrine west of here. Bears a relic. I'm told it takes on your sin. Weighs you down, body and soul. Beats the hell out of you. It'll cleanse you. Prepare you to stand before the Father. I hope you don't have many regrets, friend. This kind of thing is a lot deadlier for some than others. Watch out, alright? I'll find you at the end.
Yeah, no worries.
Nothing good. Lost more than... But it'll clean you up. No. You, though. You... I had my doubts, but now...
Alrighty. I don't know if you've seen Rawpar, but we do a fucking serious amount of damage and very quickly.
Hark, creature of darkness, for you have wandered beyond the reach of the light. Lift your sense, breathe deep the cold air. The path to redemption lies before you, if you have the faith to walk it.
Bye-bye, nerd.
Feel the sting of your wounds. Let the ice into your bones. Welcome your pain. For the agony of the flesh is the first cleansing of the soul. Make your faith stronger than any hurt. Look around at the mountains towering over you.
Oh my god, I just got really
Feel
tired.
how small you are. Embrace humility. Accept your place in worship to the Father, for he has shown us the way.
I'm not ready yet.
Seriously, look at the fucking crazy damage we do.
The end nears, pilgrim. Look into yourself. Find your faith. Feel how it fills the void within you. Remember, you are nothing without faith. Hold fast to the light. And remember.
doesn't make me a sinner. But that bribe. Good soldiers died on account of what I did. Is that the kind of man I am? The kind I'll always be. Damn it. I'm praying. Why isn't this working? You made it. That makes one of us at least.
You heard from Brava?
I will, soon. But enough about that. You're about to meet Father Inarius himself. Not everyone comes back, you know. You'd better. I owe you a stiff drink.
Wah, wah, wah-da-da. I don't think there's anything else I want to upgrade. Oh. Yeah, okay. Maybe the Bloodhound, yes. Alabaster Monastery.
Kneel before him, and remember, you are small, wonderfully small. No, it's not about kneeling. It's about wonder. Oh, the light itself, divinity itself. Though my flesh is cold and numb, my spirit is warm. And so he was, until the sweet poetry of the prophecy rang out. Well, I should. It pains me to withhold the truth of his light, but I sense it in you, pilgrim, the emerged arm. How do you know the warmth of the sun?
Okay.
His presence is infectious.
Infectious.
It takes hold in the soul. I am changed.
Yeah, that doesn't look, Looks like they're trying to do, what was his name? Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Angel. But it's just the way that they've made the pose. You know what I mean? Like, they don't look like the heavenly wings like he had. I want to say Tyrael. I don't think that's right. But yeah. It was Tyrael? Oh my god, I got that right? What the fuck? My brain kept jumping to it and I was like, I don't think that's right. Huh. Yeah, again, the wings, they don't look good. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying as in, like, aesthetically good. I mean as in, like, you know. They look corrupted. Yeah, exactly. They don't look like the ribbons of light. They look spider. And I have a feeling that might be intentional. Or maybe he's dead already or something? I don't know. We'll find out.
This is how you choose to approach me. Forgive this intrusion, but I must traverse the Black Lake, and that cannot be done without your blessing. If I've learned anything during my time here, it is that what we're looking for, and what we need, are rarely the same thing. I once thought I could find an end to this war, but there has been no resolution, only more pain. Everything I've done has pulled me further from home, from the place I need to be. This world we made was born from the impossible, and yet, like its creators, it rots from the inside. I don't... Lilith has entered the ancient city. With your blessing, I can pursue her. Your kind are weak, and this world has been wasted on the crusades of the unworthy. I can stop her. This audience is concluded.
Huh. Is he very welcome?
No. You heard him, but you did not listen. His look beyond the words themselves.
You heard him, but did not listen. Listen, bitch. Bastard bitch. Fuck. Rune blade. Rune blade. Rune blade? Okay.
I must wait a moment.
Wouldn't let me pick it up while I was on the horse. Which, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. But still. Rude. Very rude. Oh, okay. Hold on. There we go. That should do everything. Oh, you survived. There you go. Now you didn't. Of his ministry.
An outsider. I could use your help. A dying knight mistook me for his confessor. He spoke of sacrilegious things. He said his party of knights found a secret to life eternal. A red chalice. Said the bishop leading them ordered them to drink of it. Deep. He confessed they shelter now in a place he called the Sanguine Chapel. The chalice must be retrieved, and I must leave. Find me at the Bear Tribe camp when you have it. Not
Tell me.
much. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
The knight said they found the red chalice, and he became disoriented.
Blessed are those who bask in the light. Let our faith be our armor against the encroaching darkness. Ah, returned. Come, let us speak inside, out of the cold.
Okay. Alright, so refuse to bless
Yet
me.
you stand before me unscathed. I know his ways. That is approval enough for me. In the name
Huh.
of the light, I bless you. May the light
That's funny.
flow through you and keep you from corruption and sin. Our victory is prophesied in the heavens.
Prophesied in the heavens. Ugh. Okay. Cool. Oh. Really? Bastard bitch shit fuck. Alright. I will wait and do that some other time. For now, chat, I'm going to take off. I want to say thank you all so much for tuning in. It is always greatly appreciated. Hope you guys enjoyed your time out here. Hope you enjoyed the reading from the book as well as we continue working on it. In the meantime, though, chat, we take care. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe and healthy. Get fit, get ripped. And I will see you back here tomorrow. And we're gonna do Ginger Snaps this Saturday. Obviously, I couldn't do it last Saturday because of the Weaver didn't like the Stargazers. But yeah. Bye bye for now, everyone. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Mm-hmm.